The Sims 4 Enchanted by Nature expansion pack is finally here, which means we finally have fairies. And on my birthday, yes, it literally is my birthday today, thank you. I am beyond excited to play with this pack, so thank you to EA for sending me the early access version so I can check this out, because we're going to be doing some rags to riches with fairies in The Sims 4. Most of you probably already know how rags to riches works. You basically start off with 0 simoleons, you have no house, you have nothing, and your goal is to make as much money as possible without getting a real job and without adding people to your household. And with fairies and with this new pack in general, I think this is going to be perfect for this challenge. Basically, with this pack, you can develop the natural living skill, which means Sims can thrive in outdoor environments. Like, they can forage for food and plants, they can sleep on the ground, they can take a bath in lakes and ponds and stuff, and like all of that is half the battle of rags to riches right there. We can use the Apothecary table to craft elixirs to help us along the way, and fairies have amazing skills that will help us too. Like, they can nurture and enchant plants. Gardening is about to be even more OP in this rags to riches challenge. So this is the sim we're going to be using for this challenge. This is Poppy Fae. She is clearly a fairy. Let me get her wings. Oh my goodness. I've given her the new fairy aspiration, which means she gets fairy influence. These sims seem to leave a big impact. Relationship fluctuations are bigger when socializing with fairy sims and gnomes, for better or worse. I'm hoping we get through both of the new aspirations. Like, I want to complete that one because then we could hopefully try the nature nomad aspiration, which means this sim embraces natural living and enjoys fulfilling their every need in the great outdoors. I think both will help us out in different ways, so we'll stick to this right now. For our traits, we have the new mystical trait, which says mystical sims see higher purpose in living harmoniously in each world and sharing that with other sims. So they learn the apothecary and the gardening skills faster than other sims, and they have an easier time building friendships with other occult sims. We've got this one. This is another new one, the plant lover trait. I'm kind of curious about this one. It doesn't seem like it has many benefits and might actually be a hindrance on us in the future, but we'll see. And of course, the sim loves the outdoors. I wanted to quickly show you some of the cast stuff because a lot of this stuff is so cute. Some of it I could do without, but like, look at this fairy wing dress and these cute little overalls. I think I gave her these in like the hot weather outfits. They come in some really cute swatches and they have the plants coming up the leg. This is literally giving like Mother Nature, but look at the details coming up this skirt at the bottom. Like, that is so pretty. She also has these really pretty leaf earrings, this new moon necklace, and oh, by the way, because this is an early access version, that's why you see my gallery name just like floating around the screen. And also, just like the other releases, I don't have access to mods, and the only pack that I have access to right now is the Enchanted by Nature pack. The final thing I want to show you in cast before we move on is the wings, because the wing selection truly surprised me. I thought we were gonna get like 2 or 3 wings. I didn't have high hopes, but look how many options we have. There are so many, and I have the option to really customize these. Like, not only can I go in and change individual swatches on like the details of the wings, but if I wanted to go into wing paint mode, I could manually draw things onto my wings, just like how you can do it for tattoos now. So I kind of want to draw little dollar signs, just truly manifesting that money. Maybe we'll just do one like right there, super subtle. I like how when you move these, they change color in the light too. And these are all the outfits that I picked for her. So this is the everyday outfit. We have the formal outfit, keep the gnome tattoo. We have athletic, kind of boring, but whatever. Sleepwear, our party outfit, our swimwear, hot weather with this armband, which is so beautiful, and our cold weather. And here is the world of Inish green. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. I said it the other way last time and everyone corrected me, so I think it's Inish green with like a SH. But this world, you guys, we have 3 different neighborhoods. So down here we have the coast of Admore, a seaside village with lore and history. It's really colorful there. We're gonna visit all of these, of course, but then we have Spruce Dairy Grove, a haven for bohemian and nature-loving sims who love gardening, living off the land, and mastering the apothecary skill. Definitely gonna be checking that place out. And then we have Everdew, and this is where the Fairy Council is. It's the epicenter of fairy life, so obviously we're gonna live in Everdew. I picked this lot down here to start. The only thing on this lot is this heart-shaped pond, which normally you can start with like nothing on your lot, but you can't even actually fish in this pond. You have to stock it with your own fish that you caught already, so we're not gonna benefit from this. I just wanted to keep the heart-shaped pond. We've got 0 simoleons, no job, and let's get started. I want to start by exploring the fairy world. So over in the middle here is the fairy council. I want to come over here and see what's going on. It's like this little hut, there's mushrooms on it. Oh, and we actually have the option to bathe here. We can use the toilet, we can research some things and collect fairy dust. I'm gonna go ahead and collect that. And I think you can do it daily, so every day we can come back and collect our fairy dust. And I believe you can use the fairy dust to enchant your plants and stuff and like enchant other things. Ooh, a little fairy in the background. I'm also already seeing a lot of plant sims. My sim just sort of entered in there, so she's just in there getting the fairy dust for right now. And who's this? Oh, the fairy council liaison. She seems important. Oh, okay, good. We unlocked the fairy dust. So there are multiple ways that you can get this, like foraging, you can brush it off of yourself. Oh, it drops when they woohoo. Interesting. And yeah, okay, they can use it to enchant objects like plants. They can use it to bring gnomes to life. And the gnomes can help you with gardening, repairs, cleaning, or bravely defending your household from death and evil gnomes. I'm gonna introduce myself to this girl right here, and then we're gonna go and see what else is going on in this world. She's tense. Yeah, I don't know. She seems intimidating. Back here, we also have what looks like fairy springs. What's going on over here? Oh, bask in emotions. Let's go do that. Oh, also as a fairy, I have the option to basically teleport. So if I just click anywhere, I can instantly fly there. And here I am. Let's go bask in emotions. Okay, yeah, this is Moondrop Springs, and I'm pretty sure it changes emotional states. Yeah, so I can ask it to change emotions, and then depending on what emotion it's feeling, I can then bottle it, and I think it'll end up in my inventory. I love that this random guy has just joined me, but yeah, she's gonna go. Let's see what it looks like when we bottle the emotions. There, she's done it, and we have an inspired emotion potion. That is so cool. So that's like one of the ways we can manipulate emotions, I guess. Okay, I think we should start trying to forage. So I'm gonna try and find some grass, and we're gonna start to forage. I want to get things in my inventory. Maybe we can find some seeds that we can plant or things we can sell. Oh, and also fairy sims don't have hunger. They have what's called emotional force. That's basically like what we have to use up for our fairy powers. And if this gets depleted, fairy sims can die. We're not really gonna have to worry about that just yet, but we will be having to regenerate that once it gets lower. But we've acquired the natural living skill just by foraging, and she's feeling lucky. This is another one of the new systems that is introduced along with this pack, and you can find the luck bar under the Simology tab. So she's getting good luck today. Maybe that means we'll find more rare things while foraging. So far we just found a couple lilies, which is good. We can plant those. She kind of just digs like a little dog. Also doing this is raising my natural living skill, and I'm thinking too, like depending on the world you're in, you're probably gonna end up with different items while foraging. I would bet even different neighborhoods in this world will give you different items you can find. We got an apple. We can plant an apple tree. She got some parsley. Ooh, and a pear. So we're gonna have 2 fruit trees. I think I'm gonna try and find a few more things, and then I'm gonna go back to my lot and plant this stuff. Ooh, what is this? The wild aura blossom? Wait a second. Because she's feeling lucky, she just found some simoleons while foraging. We got our first 16 simoleons because she was feeling lucky. Okay, we're off to a good start. I have a good feeling about this. But this wild aura blossom can project enchanted auras into their surroundings. And we can use fairy dust to change the active aura. And this can influence balance, luck, and more. I'm gonna collect some aura petals, I guess. We'll just take a couple clippings from there. Oh, she likes gardening, of course. This is gonna make our life so much easier. And because she's a plant lover, we can have different interactions with plants. Like I can talk to them, compliment them, scold them if I'm feeling angry, I guess. But again, I don't know if this has any influence on the plant. Maybe it can like increase the quality. I'm not really sure. And since she's a fairy, we can cleanse in nature. So I can become a tiny little fairy. And I guess she's showering. Yeah, my hygiene is going up. She's literally just showering in a plant right now. I love how they go tiny and then get back to their full size when they're done. Okay, I'm gonna head back to my lot. I'm gonna forage on the way. And we reach level 2 of the natural living skill. Okay, great. That that means we can now forage for specific things. Like if I'm looking for apothecary ingredients, once I get the apothecary skill, we could do that. Or I could forage for food and it'll be a little less random for what I'm foraging for, I guess. Okay, I'm back on my home lot. I guess I should change out of my bathing suit and let's start planting some of this stuff. So we've got a potato, parsley, we have an apple. I'm gonna put the fruit trees over to the side. I think the grape trees need a little bit of room too. And then we've got some lilies here. This garden is gonna be so unorganized at first. I don't think we can plant the aura petals, so I'm gonna leave those, but we're gonna sell this other stuff. So like this random guy that I unlocked, we're gonna sell him. We'll keep the emotion potion in our back pocket just in case. Oh, I think she found more money while she was gardening. So she's literally just making cash because she's feeling lucky. I wish that is how it worked, honestly. I would garden every day and not in that way. 273 simoleons we just found. Are you kidding? Yay. All right. Okay, so now we can enchant the plant. I'm gonna enchant the lily plant, I think, or maybe I should do the grape one. I don't know which one is going to be the better option. Let's just do the lily one for now. So that's gonna take up 5 piles of fairy dust. I have 7 right now. So we're gonna enchant our plant. And what does that mean? So while enchanted, Sims don't need to worry about watering, weeding, or spraying their plants. So they're just gonna basically tend themselves and they're gonna mature and evolve faster, but they might also attract pixies that we're gonna have to shoo away before we can interact with plants again. Okay, so I can't enchant any of the other plants right now, so I'm just gonna water the rest of them. Oh, and there's actually a daisy plant right there on my lot too, so we're gonna go and harvest that. Oh no, she got a sad moodlet from that. Because she's a plant lover, whenever she makes a cut to a plant, she gets sad about it, which is gonna be really inconvenient for us because we're gonna be doing a lot of that. It only lasts for 2 hours, so hopefully I can cheer her up and make that go by a little quicker, but still. Ooh, I see a fairy house in the distance and there's a party happening. I love that they kept this from The Sims 3. Let's go join the dance party, obviously. I think this was part of our aspiration too. Yeah, throw 3 dance parties at a fairy home. Maybe this will cheer us up a little bit. In she goes, a tiny little fairy. Oh, and it looks like these accumulate fairy dust too. So we can come over and like shake these, I think. Yeah, I can shake for fairy dust. I can also regenerate my emotional force. So once this starts to go down, I can just go in there as if I'm kind of sleeping and we can regenerate that. My needs are doing pretty good, even though it's getting dark. So I'm gonna introduce myself to this fairy. Oh, these are the ones from the trailer. The fact that we are literally twins, literally just 2 Barbie Sims. Wait, what am I doing? I need to get in my fairy form. Reveal fairy form. I can brush off fairy dust as well. And I can detect emotions. I hope that doesn't make them mad at me. Happy and it looks like flirty. Their emotion emojis kind of just pop above their heads. What else can I do as a fairy? I can absorb her emotion. There's also some social interactions, like we can flood with laughter, literally just giving her the giggles. Kind of weird. We can ask for a fairy seedling. I don't know what that is. I wonder if that's what can turn other Sims into a fairy, and we can ask for fairy dust. I can also give these Sims my emotion potions if I want to. So any of the emotion potions that I have, I can give to them, and I think they'll probably drink it. Let's try it. Let's give her this inspired emotion potion. Oh, whoa. Okay, thank you. We're just gift giving all around here. Yeah, let me see if she drinks this right away. I should be selling these realistically, but she did, and now this Sim is gonna be feeling inspired. Cute. I also noticed this plant in the distance. I'm gonna go see what this is. Collect lightning root leaves. All right, we're going to collect that. This definitely looks like it could be important somehow, so let's just take a little clipping. She's probably gonna get upset about it, but it'll be okay. Now that we've got our little girl squad over here, what are their names? We have Iris and Nadia. And this girl is just like a little flirty fairy. She is flirting with everybody. Look at her. She cannot be stopped. She made me flirty too. The fact that we're literally twins is so funny. Okay, I am getting tired, so let's go and lay down, I guess. I'll at least bring her to her home lot, and we could just sleep in the little fairy house. Like, there's the option to sleep in here. I could take a bath if I wanted to as well, but I want to have her sleep on the floor. I'm actually gonna go under these mushrooms because I want to raise that natural living skill. So if she comes over here, oh, whoa, she just hit the deck. She was sleepy, but I'm assuming because my natural living skill is sort of low, my sleep won't be the greatest. But literally as I'm sleeping, my skill is going up. This is like the easiest skill to gain ever. Like I'm already level 3 just by sleeping. Oh no, yeah, see, she's waking up in a horrible mood. She had a rough rest, again from the low natural living skill, but she's also upset because she hasn't been socializing with plants. So she's going in here to take a bath. Look at the little bubbles coming out of the fairy home. That's the interaction when they take a bath, I guess. This is making her feel better though. I should probably also regenerate that emotional force while we're at it, but I did just notice we have a fairy ability point. So when we open this up under fairy abilities, then we get the skill tree. I am so thankful that we have this. One of my concerns with this pack was that we wouldn't have a skill tree, but alas, we're good. So it looks like there's 4 different categories here. We have manipulation, emotion, nature, and customization. The manipulation category looks like we can unlock things that will like obviously manipulate gameplay and other sims. Oh, and objects even. Ooh, this is how you bring a gnome to life. You can age up another sim randomly on the spot. You can cure or apply ailments. So interesting. I feel like if I was more mischievous, I would go that route. Then we have the emotion category, which yeah, you can sway and influence other sims' emotions, project emotions, influence sentiments. That can be interesting as well. I'm mostly intrigued by the nature category in this skill tree because this is where we're going to really thrive. Like for the first tier, we can unlock the nurture nature perk, kind of similar to enchanting. If we apply this to a plant, then we don't have to water them or weed them or take care of them really. Eventually, we can even mature plants on the spot. You can use growth eruption, which grows all nearby plants to maturity. So once we unlock that, we are going to be making money. Okay, so we're going to use our first point for the nurture nature perk. We'll fast forward along our bath. I'm going to fast forward my emotional force regeneration, which doesn't seem like it takes too long, so that's good. And then let's come back over to our plants, and I want to try that new nurture nature perk. It's going to take up some of that emotional force, but not much. So I'm going to actually do that to all of these. We'll just do the nurture nature thing to all of them. Oh, and every time we do this, we gain the fairy points too. So I already just unlocked another ability point. That took like 2 seconds. And our garden is small right now. We are going to max that out so quickly. Oh no, she's emotionally starving. Any fairy that completely runs out of emotional force will die. Okay, yeah, so we definitely have to avoid that. I would like to purchase a fairy home for my lot. How much are they? Okay, they're 500 simoleons. So that's goal number 1, I think. We get one of these, put it right on our lot, right beside our garden, so we can just replenish that emotional force and then get right back to gardening. So I harvested 10 parsley. We're gonna go regenerate that emotional force, and then I think I'm gonna come over here and check out the fable board. So this right here is the fable board, and I'm pretty sure here you can unlock quests that will give you rewards. So I think you can get simoleons this way, but you can also get rare ingredients and other things. So okay, our emotional force is full. Let's head over to the board. Oh, so this will show you where to find these sims that will give you the quests. Bruce Almighty, stop. The garden pal, what? We've got a gnome enthusiast, the apothecary vendor, mystical fairy. Oh, and this girl, and a tradesperson. Well, we already know where she is, so let's go and see if she's got a quest for us. Oh, acquire a fable. Okay, here we go. Obviously, there are like stories that go along with this too. This one has to do with the land grabs, but basically what we have to do is ask fairies for an item to deliver. And then I guess we deliver it, but our reward is a Starseed teleporter. No idea what that is. An emotion potion, a randomized fruit or seed, and that'll end the fable. So yeah, let's do that. That pops up under the career category. Technically in rags to riches, you can't get a job, but this feels more like a quest. And I want to see how it works with the new pack. So you know what? We're just gonna try everything we can with this. We have to ask a fairy for small critter bones, and then we have to deliver it. Hold on, I'm just partying real quick. Oh, perfect. We can ask Nadia if she's got the small critter bones. Oh, and this guy, everyone coming out of the party, I'm just gonna ask them if they've got it. It would be so convenient if she just had it. I'm gonna call over like every fairy. Oh no, she doesn't. Of course, it wouldn't be the first person I ask. Do you have the small critter bones? Do you? No, okay, this guy doesn't have them. Oh, he does. Good thing I have money though, because they are 50 simoleons. I'm really not even making that much money from this. I guess I have no choice. And now I think we can just go back and deliver them. Yeah, we can just deliver them back talk to this girl. Her name is Karen. Karen, love it. Your package. And that's it. The fable is complete. We got a cow plant berry from that. We also got a confident emotion potion. Oh, and since I'm here, I can collect my fairy dust. In the meantime too, we have 2 ability points to spend already. So let's finish off this tier. Now we can enchant plants without using fairy dust. And I think I'm going to unlock one of these as well. If we unlock this one, then we gain a small amount of emotional force from friendly, romantic, or funny socials. So literally just having positive interactions with other Sims will gain that emotional force. That'll come in handy, especially when we start using it more often. So, okay, let's go plant our cow plant berry. I'm gonna put it right at the front of my lot to scare off any other Sims that we may not want to be here. Why am I taking the long way? Let me fly here instantly. I teleport my Sims all the time, so that is gonna be so convenient for me. Oh, we found 673 simoleons again just from being lucky. That means we can afford the fairy home. All right, hold on. I want to enchant some of these plants. Let's do this one. The pear tree seems like it could use a little help. Let me see how much emotional force that takes up. Oh, it took a lot, but we just ranked up in our fairy abilities. So now we are a glowing fairy, and we've unlocked 2 new options for our nature category. So we can either do this one, the Forager Fae and Duplicate Harvestable. So we have a higher chance of finding more ingredients while foraging, and we can duplicate harvestable. So if I have something valuable, I can just duplicate it. Or there's this one where we can manifest a seed and it'll appear in your inventory. I'm gonna do this one because I can forage pretty easily and my emotional force is draining. So let's go and get our fairy tree, and I'm gonna put it right next to my garden. Let's also maybe organize the garden a little more. I hate how whenever you plant things in this game, they just go wherever they want to go. And then yeah, maybe my cow plant can just guard my fairy house. Perfect. That was actually one of the things she wanted anyway. So let's go regenerate my emotional force. She could also use a bath. I have the option to bathe in my pond over here, so I think I'm gonna do that too. This pond looks kind of dirty though, not gonna lie. I don't know how clean she's going to get, but there she goes. This is her bathing / showering in her pond, literally in a swamp. This is also raising my natural living skill just by bathing in the water. It's taking quite a long time. She is dirty. And also she has the uncomfortable moodlet, obviously, from bathing bravery. The water was cold. Again, I'm pretty sure the higher the natural living skill, the better her bath will be in the swamp. She is getting tired though. It's getting a little bit later. So what I'm gonna do is just go grab one more fable for tomorrow. And then maybe we can head out into one of the different neighborhoods tomorrow. I wanted to find this guy, the apothecary vendor. He can be found at the market stall in Spruceberry Grove. So that's where we're gonna go tomorrow. On my way back to go to sleep, I stopped at a fairy party and now she's exhausted. Let's just sleep right here, right on the ground. Hopefully we'll get a little bit of a better sleep this time. No, she's still getting up and feeling uncomfortable. That's okay, this is gonna take time. We reached natural living level 4 and I just realized she also doesn't have a bladder. Like, she doesn't have to go to the bathroom ever. Playing with fairies kind of feels like playing The Sims on easy mode. Like, they really don't need much. She woke up with a rough rest again, but we're almost at level 5 of that skill. I'm gonna go bathe in the water again, and then I'm gonna come over and check on my plants. We can re-enchant some of the plants too, which is nice. Just bathing in the swamp, nothing to see here. And just like that, natural living skill level 5. Enchanting that plant drained my emotional force again. That is the only thing. This does go down pretty quickly, but I mean, it is easy to just bring it back up. And doing that, I got another ability point. So I guess I'm just gonna keep enchanting these. And then if she gets too tired, I'll just regenerate. Oh, we have some parsley we can harvest. And Iris is calling to come over to hang out. So I'm gonna say okay, but I think we're gonna travel together to Spruceberry Grove because I wanna go find that apothecary guy. So let me change my outfit and let's go travel. So I guess I'm just gonna head over to this lot. I really just want to be anywhere in this section. I hope Iris comes with me, otherwise we totally just ditched her. Oh no, I don't think she came with me. Oops, sorry girl. Okay, but this neighborhood is way more green. It's way more lush. Oh, and I think this is the apothecary vendor. Yeah, let's introduce ourselves to this guy. I totally thought he was gonna be over at the stall, which is way over here. This is the little apothecary stall. There's also an apothecary table right next to it, and we can ask for mentoring. Let's do that. Let's get Todd to mentor us because I've got some ingredients in my inventory. I bet you we could make some elixirs elixirs and sell them. I'm flying over here so fast and this guy just has to run. But yeah, he can teach me. Wait, look at his hair. He's got fairy wings carved into the back of his head. Wait, that's kind of iconic. Yeah, I haven't started on this skill at all, but I do want to have the option to craft things. And if he's teaching me, I'm going to learn this really quick. Look at that thing flying up there. I actually came here to get a fable, so let's get one of those from him. And there he goes, opening up shop. Okay, so for his fables, we have to craft or use an elixir, forage, and deliver the item. Then we get a lucky liquid, which I'm assuming would just make us lucky. And look how many simoleons we got last time we were lucky. Use Enchanted Eyes elixir. We can craft it at level 3 using basil, lemon, and an acorn. So, sir, you're gonna have to get back here and mentor me a little bit more, please, because I need to be at level 3 for that. This is bad for business. I'm so sorry. The fact that he had to close the stand just to help us. Sorry. Oh, we're so close. Wait, no. I just need a tiny bit more mentoring, please. Just a tiny bit more. Her fairy influence really is strong. She just got this guy to take a full day off. But there we go. We reached level 3. I don't think I have all of the ingredients needed to make this elixir, so maybe I should forage around here a little bit. Let's forage for apothecary ingredients. Maybe we can find something else that we can go plant in our garden too. Oh, we got an acorn. Apparently those are rare. Oh, that unlocks at level 2 of the apothecary skill. So I guess the higher the skill level, the more rare things you can find too. We found some small critter bones. Ooh, a rose. I think we can plant those and those sell for a decent amount of money. Okay, I'm going to send her home. We're gonna sell all of these frogs that I got from foraging, and I'm gonna just plant these really quickly. I got another apple we're gonna plant. We're gonna plant this tulip, I guess some mushrooms. We will enchant some of those really quickly and then we can go to sleep. We had to take a late night swamp bath and it seems like she likes natural living, which is great. We've reached level 6 and we've got 2 more ability points. So let's unlock the ability to gain extra emotional force when absorbing positive emotions. So we can regenerate that a little faster. And then we're also gonna just unlock the manifest seed option. Not that I really need to do that. I have so much stuff here. Still waking up feeling a little uncomfortable. Also, that's because she hasn't been talking to plants as much. So let me compliment one on photosynthesis skills and we'll enchant a few of these while we're here as well. We leveled up again. Our new rank is a glimmering fairy. We have 2 more ability points to spend. I feel like these are racking up so fast. We are going to unlock the growth eruption. This is going to grow all nearby plants to maturity. That's going to be so helpful. And then also there's the sense harvestables option. I guess we'll unlock that too. I guess let's try and manifest that seed. Let's see what we end up with in our inventory. She got an orchid. Wait, those sell for a lot. We are planting those right away. Actually, wait, if we regenerate a little bit of emotional force, we should be able to duplicate it so we can start duplicating things that are worth more money. So now she has 4 orchids. Wait, let's do it again. Now she's got 6. Okay, this is such a hack. I could just turn around and sell these, but we're gonna plant them and make even more money. It also doesn't take that much emotional force. I was able to do it there a few times. And now we have 10 orchids. Let's come plant them. I could really use some help from the gnomes right about now. This garden is getting pretty big. Even though I'm enchanting things, a lot of things are taking care of themselves. It's gonna get out of control pretty quickly. Our friend Iris came to hang out, so now that I'm talking to her, anytime we have like a positive interaction, my emotional force goes up. It's kind of slow. I find it's just easier to regenerate it in the fairy home. I wanted to regenerate it a little faster, and then we're gonna go stand over here because I want to see that growth eruption happen. This was one of the things we unlocked recently, so if I click on her and then click growth eruption, I'm hoping those orchids will just come to life. Oh no, she went so far from them. That's not where I clicked, but now our trees are basically at full height. She completely missed the orchids that I was trying to get her to do. Let me try again. I'm gonna regenerate real quick and then I'm gonna try and stand right here and hopefully it'll reach all of the orchids. Okay, that should be good. Let me fly here and then I'm gonna click on her and we're gonna growth eruption. And yes, that's perfect. Now all of these are full. Tomorrow we should be able to harvest them and we have 2 more ability points already. I guess we can use this to embrace relationship changes, which says we can magnify all relationship changes that occur when using fairy abilities on another sim. We also have 1 more point, so I might use it to cure or apply ailments on other sims. I'm kind of just curious how that's gonna go. This is like my best friend, by the way. Look at our relationship. It's so high. Oh no, there's pixies in my garden. garden. Gently shoo away pixies. Pixie mischief. Watch out, pixies are here. They're attracted to enchanted plants and they won't let Sims interact with plants they are infesting. That doesn't seem like that bad. Like I just can't talk to the plants or they won't grow completely. I thought they were gonna wreak absolute havoc. And also she's getting a lot more comfortable on the ground, which is great. Oh, and yes, look at that. All of our plants are ready to harvest. We're gonna harvest all of these. I'm not gonna sell them completely. She woke up feeling lucky as well, which is awesome. So we're going to harvest all of these. She might get that sad moodlet, but yeah, there it is. That's okay. We can just replant all of this stuff. I have 100 orchids in my inventory, which if I sell these, that's 22,000 simoleons. Stop it. Rags to riches. Oh, this is so easy. Oh my gosh, girl, happy birthday to me. Orchids are going to be our primary source of income now. I'm just gonna plant a bunch of them and we'll sell the rest so we still get 18,000 simoleons. You're literally kidding. Okay, I'm gonna also sell, I don't want to sell all of this stuff. I might replant a couple roses and then we'll sell some. I guess anything that I have a plant of I can sell because I do want to still have the option to have some of this stuff with me just in case there's things I want to craft. But if I have the plant here, we can just harvest it whenever. So all of this stuff can go. Let's replant all of the orchids and then I'm heading out to find a gnome. We're gonna need help with this garden. We also have enough money clearly to build a house, which I think I'm gonna do in the next episode. That's enough for a pretty good starter. We reached gardening level 3. We're still finding money just from the ground from being lucky today. Like 309 simoleons from the floor. Water with tears. Stop it. Let's just water all of these. I'm going to regenerate emotional force. We're getting pretty low on that. And also for my aspiration, I need to befriend 2 fairy sims. I have a few friends, but none of them are fairies. So you know what? We're gonna call up Nadia. Oh, she's just bathing in Moondrop Springs. So let's casually hang out with her for a sec. Oh, and wait, we can now apply some of the ailments. This is where the evil fairy situation would come in because like, what do you mean? I can apply a gnome lure ailment? Wait, can I apply this to myself? Because I need gnomes. This will attract gnomes to the lot. Some are good and some are evil. Oh wait, some of these aren't even bad. Wait, okay. There's a burning passion ailment. A sim with this ailment will fill with a fiery passion that makes them feel flirty while also scorching objects in their environment. There's a luck magnet one. A sim with this ailment will draw luck from nearby sims, improving their own luck while worsening it for others. There's a sonic sinuses one, which just gives them a cold. This one, simoleon fever. Like, can I have that? Sims with this uncomfortable ailment will cough up simoleons. Wait, maybe you cough them up and they get out of your bank account. Maybe I don't want that. Interesting. Hold on. Okay, I do want to apply some of these. Let's apply some of the ailments. Okay, because Nadia was feeling so flirty before, I want to give her the ailment, the burning passion one. I hope she doesn't hate me after this. Did it work? Now she has flames on her hands and feet. Stop it. I need to follow her around. Oh, she's smart. She's going to sleep. Let's spy on Nadia. I need to see her light things on fire in her path. What the heck is this? A moody shrub? Oh, you can get bottled emotions from this too, depending on what the emotion is, and you can change the shrub's mood. I guess I can't apply that ailment to myself. Nadia here is just hanging out on my lot, dropping fairy dust everywhere. Oh, actually, wait, I do not want you to light anything on fire. Actually, on second thought, wait, I'm sorry, apologize. Let me cure her of that ailment. I don't want her lighting my fairy house on fire. Okay, she's been cured. Now, I wonder if I apply the gnome lure ailment, if it'll attract any gnomes to my lot since she's on it, or if it's just gonna be her home lot, like wherever that is. Let's find out. Oh no. Oh, that doesn't look good. Oh, she might be mad. Definitely doesn't look as cool as the other one. While I'm over here, I'm gonna perform the growth eruption, so all of my plants are big again. At some point, I also leveled up in my aspiration. We're now level 2, but now we need to enchant 3 plants, so let's do that. Oh, I have to do it with fairy dust. I need to apologize to Nadia. I need to cure this poor girl of her ailment because clearly I have no gnomes on my lot and our friendship is definitely suffering. She's been getting mad at us a lot more easily. She's still constantly flirty, still very, very flirty, but at least now we've cured her. That brought us up to the next fairy rank. So we have the ability to bloom a plant now, meaning we can bring it to maturity and have it ready for harvest whenever we want. I'm gonna keep going with this customization tree because I just saw at the top of this, it says energetic dreamer, which means we can regain emotional force while sleeping. This would be so helpful. Obviously, we can't get that until we unlock the radiant tier, but we'll be there in no time. And we just became good friends with Nadia. My goal now is to be rich rich. Like there is a house over here located in this tree. This is a lot that you can build on. It's a residential lot. The house here is really cute, but I'll probably end up bulldozing it. But like I need to build a castle there or something, like a mansion for fairies in this tree. That is my goal. There's literally a little bridge that you have to cross. So first we'll build her a starter home on this lot in the next episode, but the goal is mansion treehouse. So my next move is to travel over to the coast of Admore. There's literally a gnome as the symbol for this neighborhood. This is a gnome exhibit. I'm hoping we can find some gnomes here. I need them to help me with my gardening. So this is the museum lot. It looks a little bit like a lighthouse, and there are definitely some gnomes in here. Oh my gosh, the build stuff. I can't wait. Oh, she has just gone to the sink to splash around in the water. I guess we haven't gotten to do this interaction yet since we don't own a sink, but it is so cute that fairies can just shrink and do stuff like this. Yeah, we can't take any of these gnomes home. We could bring them to life, I guess. Or no, maybe not. There are some shops here though. There's a grocery store. There's a place over here where you can buy fish. And there's this gnome statue. He literally has a butterfly on his nose. Oh, I guess you could come here and attempt to get good luck. We already have that. Let me read the description. Or you could kick him. There's literally no way that that will have a good outcome. I also just noticed this gnome stand. It's closed right now, but I wonder if you could buy gnomes there. Oh, it got foggy here. It's kind of eerie in a way. This world itself has a bunch of really colorful buildings, which is cute. Reading this gnome statue brought up this description, which is like giving you the history and the lore behind the gnomes. Maybe if I forage around here for collectibles, maybe I'll get lucky and find a gnome. She is feeling lucky, but so far I've just got a bunch of frogs. Wait, while foraging, Poppy found something bizarre at the corner of a large and expensive sofa, and we can find that in our household inventory. I can't open it right now because I'm not on my home lot, but I didn't know you could find furniture. That could be great for rags to riches too. Building a house based on things that I found foraging. I found another one, another sofa, but no gnomes. I'm gonna sell all of these collectibles I just got. Some of them were not bad. I think I could send them off to get more money too, but I'm just gonna sell them straight from here, and still no gnomes. I guess we could buy one from build mode, but I thought it would be more fun to find one in the wild. Let me see that couch that we got. Oh, it's just this base game couch. The description made it sound so much more exciting, but wait a second. These are 1,200 simoleons each, so we can sell both of those for 2,400. And here's the Starseed teleporter. I kind of forgot that we got this, to be honest. I'm gonna just put that in the back of my lot. What is this? I can click on it to teleport to, ooh, Sylvan Glade or Forgotten Grotto. It costs 1 fairy dust to travel every time, which is not that bad. She also just randomly started taking to working out a lot. Okay, well, I'm gonna have her fly here for a sec. We're gonna use that growth eruption so that when we wake up, we're gonna be able to harvest all of the orchids again. So let's go to sleep. In the middle of the night, we reached natural living level 7, and let's get all of these orchids. The fact that she's happy with her house. She has a nicely decorated moodlet, and all we have are plants. Okay, so yeah, let's just harvest everything here. Again, so many orchids. We also just got an achievement for everything we've harvested. Fairies are the richest occult in The Sims 4. Like, that's just a fact. We can sell all of these orchids for 58,000 simoleons. I'm gonna be a millionaire. There is no point in replanting these. I'm gonna sell those. We'll sell the roses. We'll sell all of this stuff. I guess I could multi-select, but like, I don't like to do that for some reason. Okay, well, I guess let's buy a gnome. They're honestly not even that expensive. We have this one for 100. There's Gnome Dolph. This is one of the new ones from the fairy pack. He's so cute. And there's this one, also one of the new ones. Oh, and this guy, what is this? Plant gnome. I think we have to get Gnome Dolph. Let's bring him to life with fairy dust. I'm kind of confused because it says we're missing 1 pile of fairy dust, but I have it in my inventory. Like, I have enough. Maybe if I put it out here and collect it again. With it being early access, there are glitches that are gonna happen, and I have a feeling this is one of them. Oh no, okay, I just went to go collect more, and it says I need 5 piles of fairy dust. So let's bring this gnome to life for gardening. There is a warning attached, so I don't really know if he's gonna be nice or not, but let's try it. If he is evil and ruins all my plants, I will be very upset. Okay, we are bringing him to life. He has a halo, that's a good sign, and he's helping with the gardening. A gnome brought to life to garden will teleport near plants and giant crops to keep them watered, weeded, fertilized and sprayed for bugs. Harvestables will improve their quality, and they leave little seed packets around, which means we're just gonna get even more random seeds in our inventory, and like he's dropping quite a few of them. Whoa, look at all this stuff. Here, let me help you out. Let me go ahead and use my growth eruption on everything. We can also now evolve some of our plants, which is going to increase the quality. Yeah, this is exciting. We are going to be so rich. Look at all these seeds I have now. This has paid off and then some. The apothecary guy wants to come over and scope this out, I'm sure. I got to get him his own gnome as payment for mentoring me. He's probably like, no way, look at this place. I wonder how long the gnomes last. This is crazy. Now that I have all of these ingredients, I feel like I should maybe get some mentoring again on the apothecary skill, and then I can use it to start crafting some of the potions. A lot of these look like they are ailment cures or emotion potions, which like when you're a fairy, I feel like you don't really need to work on the apothecary skill because you can do a lot of this stuff on your own. But if I can sell the elixirs for more money, then it might be worth our while. So I'm gonna learn a little bit more about that. I think this is a good spot to end it. We made a lot of money on our first playthrough of this. I'm having so much fun playing with fairies, so we'll definitely continue, and in the next episode we will build our first house. But that's all I got for you guys today. If you liked the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.